Hi, I'm Emil Sadawan. In this tutorial, I'd like to teach you how to create a champagne glass in Realflow 2014. So let's get started. We hit open. It's just before that we go to set project. I'll set the project folder, just like that. And then hit open. Open the file, like so. So we have this nice glass here. We want to send this glass to Realflow application and pour some champagne inside it. All right. I'll select the glass. I'll go to Realflow and hit the export Realflow SD. I'll select the address for the file. So this folder will name. There, save it in the object. So give it a name. We hit export. All right. So now we have our Realflow open. We go in the geometry and we select the beer, and we don't need the camera, so we can delete that camera. All right. I know it's not a beer glass, but we want to add something here. Here's this point for Realflow. In the liquid and hybrid, when we click on it, and we select the domain, like so. We change the number to half, and then we create a ball, sphere, make it bigger. And as you can see, now we select the sphere like so. We disconnect it from the rest of the things that we have. We create an emitter here. We select the sphere here. In the extreme part, we change it to yes. And then we'll give it a gravity to our object. So change it to 9.8. And let's simulate. As you can see, it's done. As you can see, let's play it simulated. As you can see, when fluid reaches the bottom of the glass, it will reach out of the glass, and we don't want that, obviously. So let's adjust it. There is something new in Realflow 2014. It's called display volume. When you use this, you can change the collision part. We change the isosurface from no to yes. We hide the model first. Sorry, if we change it to bounding box, as you can see, the grass is symmetry, but as you can see, we still have some particles going out. And the volume and the cell size, we can change it. Let's change it to, as you can see, I'll change the definition of the collision. Let's change it to 1.5. As you can see, the quality is a bit better. All right. I'll go in and change the volume mode and change it to shell. When you put shell, it will get a volume from both inside and outside, and just highlight and reset, and let's do another simulate and see what will happen. All right, let's play it and see what happens. As you can see, the particles are spilling out of the bottom and they don't react to the inside of our shape. So change this technique I'm gonna use here is like so. Let's get into that. Let's get back to Maya here. Go to the outliner and hit Control D and create a copy of the object and change it to proxy. So I have a proxy that isolate, and I'll zoom in. I'll select the faces. Select the faces around. So I'll delete some of the faces here. I'll double click again and I'll delete the external part of our glass. So now we just have the part that we want to add the fluid in. So we clear the history like so, and I'll hit the isolate again so we get back to this. And then modifying the center of the pivot here. All right. The thing we need to do is using scale, we need to make a bigger shape, like the proxy bigger than our original class, like so. We'll change the number to 1.5 and let's see. All right, looks good. And we can use another technique for this. Might be a better way. We can select the faces of our object and we hold shift and right click, and there is this option called transform component. I'll go to perspective view and just move the handle like so and change the direction of our handle, and I'll change the number to -3 like so. All right. We'll get back to object mode. All right, it looks really good. Before we go to revert back to Realflow, we go to split polygons, and there's this called faces normals, and we change the sizes of the normals like so, maybe smaller. All right. As you can see, the normals should point inside the object, and they'll look good. So let's clear the object history, and we change it, the object to triangle, and then clear history again. Now we can select the shape glass and the proxy, and it will override the file. Let's get back to Realflow. We'll save the works. So you hit new, and let's reload the file. So it will get updated with the proxy that we just added. Alright, let's change the sphere name to something like Amit. And let's say change, we disconnect the grass like so, and set site inactive. We did that, and do that for the sphere as well. It will be inactive, and we cannot do anything else with it. Alright. Okay. We select the domain for our file and change it to liquid, and change the emitter to just the emitter. Alright, so the names look good, so it's just select the hub and delete, and we can connect everything to liquid like so. Proxy, gravity, and emitter like so. So connect it like that. All right, let's have a save of our file. Let's change the version number to 2, and let's save. All right. So we go and select the proxy and the ISO surface. We say yes. And the volume, we change it to shell. We want to make it a bigger shell, so it will become something like this. You can change the number to something bigger, like 1.2, 1.3, maybe bigger to 1.4. Okay. Maybe bigger. 1.5 is good. As you can see, there is this surface, and it matches the surface of the inside surface of our grass. So this thing looks fine. Change the proxy to bounding box, and let's select our sphere here like this and change it to something like that. And we select the emitter, and in the initial velocity, we change the none to constant and change the speed to 10. And let's say reset. Let's save the work before we do another thing here, another simulate here. So let's see what happened. All right, let's see the result of the simulation. As you can see, the particles haven't spilled like grass like so. Alright, as you can see, it's doing well. So let's go to the next level and do the next thing. To continue, we want to clear up the relation editor. I'll move the object like so, and glass here, and picture, and the rest like so. Okay, we disconnect the grass and put it next to these guys here. I'll want to delete the hub and change the connection to domain. I'll change it to liquid. I'll connect the emitter to it, and also the gravity. And also we need the proxy, and we connect the domain like so. Alright. I'll select the proxy, and in the grid fraction, let's change it to 0.2. In the gravity, I'll change it to 98. And in the emitter, there is this particle. All initial velocities, and change the initial velocity to constant, and change the speed to 50. Alright. We can hide the proxy like so. We put the sphere like so. We put it at the side, and change the face like this. Skew it a little, and push it like so, and change it from this sphere to this shape like that. Now we can change the quality, and let's simulate and test the result. Let's save the work before we continue. Send it to version 2. Now let's hit the, before we do that, we change the frame rate. I'll check it. It's 120, we change it to 25. Let's reset and simulate. Okay. We change the class to bounding box. Let's play the simulator. We change the class to wire. Let's play it, and alright. As you can see, the fluid goes, it is so high. We want to fill up to here or maybe here. So frame 150. So we select the emitter. We hit the set key for screen and change it to no. Right click and select this and change it to step. The other thing we need to change is the speed. We want the fluid to randomly change the speed. Let's change it to frame 15. We change it to 70. And the frame 28, let's change it to 30. And in the 43rd frame, we change it to 60. And change the keys like so. We select the emitter and the key section. We add a repeat for that. Alright, let's reset and let's have another save. Version 3 and let's simulate it. Okay, the other point I wanted to mention is that we can rotate the emitter so it will hit differently and it will create a better effect. So let's rotate it and point it toward one of the walls of the glass, so it will create a nicer effect. So let's simulate, maybe lower, reset, simulate again. Okay, looks better. Or maybe can move it over here like so. And all right, it looks really good so far. So all right, let's play the video and see the results of our work. As you can see, the glass, we need to make the glass to get filled higher. You select the emitter and the ending part of, we change the end of the stopping point to 130 or 29. Let's change those numbers like so. All right. Okay. All right. Let's change the frame rate to 400 and let's make a simulate of our work. All right, as you can see, the glass got filled higher than expected. Let's select the intro once more and let's change the settings to 200 and 201. All right. Make the simulation continue from this frame. So let's see the video result of what we have so far. Exactly what we were looking for. So the next thing we're gonna do is change the cell size, and let's create another simulate to finalize it. Let's save it before we hit the simulate button. So export it, command line like so, and all right, let's see the final result of work. That's really good. All right, after we're done with this, go back to frame 0 and change the liquid to cache. And let's hit another save for a work. Now we want to add some sparkle to our liquid. There's this option called bubble. We initially change it to 5,000. We change the lifespan to 5.5 to 12. All right. All right. We need the gravity here. We change to 98. We connect the bubble to liquid. We change the emitter to cache mode. I can inactive these two guys here. Let's hit the reset and let's put this to binding box and let's save our work and then we'll hit the simulate. We change the command line mode and we'll hit the simulate again. Select the liquid, hide it, and as you can see, we have some bubbles here. So we'll add the sparkle that we wanted. First to right click on that and Is the particle cache to bin. We hit the reset button again and hit the simulate key. And you can see there are the simulated bubbles or sparkles that we want. These are the bubbles, as you can see. It looks really good. All right. We change the bubble to cache mode and we'll save the work again. Now we want to hide the bubbles and show the liquid. For now we add a mesh to our particle. Mesh, we need to add a geometry to our particle. This is hybrid mesh. We click on it. One. Right click on it and hit the build button and we'll see the result of the mesh. We hit the shade and we can hide the liquid. As you can see, the mesh that was created, doesn't look good, so we need to change some settings. In the auto polygons, I will change these two and the polygon and change the number of polygon size to 0.2 and let's create another build with this new settings and see what will happen. Okay. All right, let's change the auto size to 1.5. Let's get our build. All right. Go further to frame, for example, 101. And as you can see, it looks good. All right, we go back to the framework and select the hybrid mesh and there is this option. And we'll calculate the mesh for frame by frame. We hit the key and we'll do a frame by frame simulation of the mesh. You see the result. This looks really good. And sparkles and everything else for the new mesh. So let's get back to Maya and do some lighting and final rendering. We'll get back to Maya and we open up the file. I'll go. This is 400 frame and we load the mesh. like so, to the Maya environment, and as you can see, this is our mesh. So let's get started. Go to frame 100, hit 4, and you want to see if it gets collided with the surface, the inside surface of our glass. And good particle in, and let's bring the sparkles in as well. All right. Okay, looks really good. Let's save our work in Maya first. So we have a save in Maya with the current settings. New version. All right, let's create this for our rendering, the final rendering. We want to use mental ray to render this scene. Okay, we go to the outliner. There's this liquid, and let's change the name to beer, but it's champagne or beer, whatever it is. Go to the hyper shade and go here and there's material. We add this material here. We want to assign this material, so like a glass, drag it and drop it to our glass. And in the settings for this, we want to change it material for the glass. We change the specular and the font section. We change the star number to 1.5 and let's go to the settings for mental ray. Change quality to 1. We change this option to sample. All right, let's create a render. Let's see what we have created so far. All right. Alrighty. We go to the indirect line. We click this option and the attribute editor. We change the image name, or you want to add an image or environment. We have an HDRI file here. It will give us an atmosphere that I want to rotate. So we get to go. Let's change the position. All right. Well, it's okay. And clear camera. Create camera from view. I'm sorry. We change the name and we go to the settings. The gate mask color, we change it to black and the opacity to and we change the order scan to that, and so let's start. Let's move the file that we just imported. All right. Let's give it another render. We render our camera, which is named shot. Alright, it looks really good. We go back to the mental ray settings and the quality and the ray tracing. We changed the reflection to 10 and depth to 20. So we want to have some ray tracing. So let's give it a render. Okay, as you can see, let's change the depth to 10, change the reflection to 12, and the quality, change it to 2. Let's give it another render, and as you can see, change this. As you can see, the quality is way better than the one we had before. So after we gave the material to our glass, so now we need to add the material to our fluid, or I want to call it champagne or whatever it is. So we kind of make the other things invisible so we can focus on that material. Let's save years so far. Okay. Go to the material editor and we create another material and change the name to Air Liquid, or you can call it champagne. We change this setting to 90, 133, and I want to drag it and drop it over to our liquid. Alrighty, let's double click on the color and the image. We have this color of the beer color sphere with. We hit done, and let's render our work like one more time and see the results. Okay, looks good. You can change the color and make it lighter a little, maybe. And let's see. Alright, I think this one looks better. Let's get back to frame 1, and now we hide the liquid and we want to select the particles, the sparkles, or the bubbles. And the point. We change the size to 1 here. The attribute editor. Okay, let's render the work. All right. Looks good. Okay. In the opacity, we add particle attribute. Opacity with the right click and the expression. We copy it here and we equal to when open parentheses 0.1 to 1 and hit OK. And in the color section, we click on we want to add that attribute as well. So as you can see, there's this new RGB section, so I can change the color. Let's change all of them to 1, so it gives us this white color for sparkles. Let's render work again. Okay. Everything looks good. Hit Control A to bring up the attribute editor. As you can see, we right click here in the material. We add Lambert and we change it to particle MTR. We change it to white, so we have this material like this, and I'll hit render. Okay. You can see that looks really good. Now let's save our work again one more time. The version of our work. There's this. This tip here, we wanna render the glass just once, and we'll show it. But before that, we want to add some waters, some small particles here. We turn off the mental ready material around here, so we do this with no distraction. Okay, in order to add some particles here, we hit duplicate here and isolate it, and we deselect this bar, and we want to have some liquid droplets here, so we just have the outside part of our glass here. Alright. We clear history like so. Go to the polygon and UV, and we want to add UV here, as you can see, like so. Here we hit right click and we add a Lambert. We add the ramp here. Alright, we add this and we make the red part black and change the the white like so, and we create gradient like that. One, the white part is the droplets will fade away, and the dark part, and we see them, and the light parts, we can give it a noise like so, so like random look. Change the setting slightly, so alright. Okay, we select the capacitor, and in the dynamics, the end particles, there's the option of create particle. We select the point, emit from objects. We reset first. Change the name to bubbles or droplets. We select the surface and change the speed to 0, and we create, and we change it from the isolate mode, and we hide this, as you can see. Select the particle and turn off the gravity. Play it. Alright. Now can go and convert. Change the end particles to polygon. Here we'll have a polygon like so. Let's play it one more time. Change the particle size to 1. As you can see. Alright. We can make the number of particles to a higher number. There you can see we'll create particles like so. Or in texture rate, we add the ramp that we created. So we go drag the ramp here. We set the enable texture rate. Wait one more time. Alright. As you can see, there's just this white parts, or the light parts get the particles. We go back to the particle shape. We change the random to 2, and the output mesh, we change the settings like so. Alright. We can change the size of the particles like so. We can change the method to quad, and the resolution we can change it to 1050, so we can have a better image quality. We can make it a higher quality like so. In the smooth part, we can write 2 or 3. So we change the numbers. As you can see, play with the numbers until we get the desired effect that we're looking for. Change just like so. Change the solution to 400, change the number for smoothing, change it to 0.8. We play more with numbers when we're looking to get this nice droplets of water or the liquid on the outer surface of our glass. So we're just playing with the numbers in order to get to what we're looking for. So as you can see, I'm changing the numbers. Okay, let's say this is what we're looking for. Go to edit and clear history, and after that you can delete the mesh and we can clear out the extra object. Alright, with the 3 key on the keyboard so you see a better quality. Okay, go to the hyper shade, and we want to give this a nice material, and we want to, there's this liquid, we add the same material as the liquid, get back the camera view, and let's save our work so far. And let's rotate it and find the desired look and view for our rendering. Okay, you can see the render so far. Looks pretty good. I'll go to the hypershare. Let's create a duplicate of the liquid. We'll change it to something like bubbles, or for this droplets, let's change the settings like so. Wanna change our reflection to 70, and I'll assign it to that material. Let's give it another render. Okay, looks way better. Alrighty. I'll add the liquid band and particles for the sparkles or the bubble. Let's go to frame 50 and give it a render to see the result all together. As you can see, looks pretty good. Okay, we have our work is final. It's all good, so it's gonna save and prepare it for render. We want to render these one by one. So alright, the first step is to render the glass. I'll render the glass. Just one frame is enough because we don't have camera movement, so just one frame would be okay. we hit the render for our glass. Just before that, let's create a light in order to make it more interesting, make our scene more interesting. This directional light, it can be a backlight. Change its direction. We go back to the camera, let's give it a render, let's see how it looks. Alright, well, it looks really good. I think this backlight will make it more interesting, so we point our lights to differently. Let's render our work. Okay, it looks better. Alright, we want to render this, but before that, we remove the primary visibility, we turn off our background, and so we just render our glass here. Okay, let's save that. With TGA. We create a folder called glass, and let's just render our glass there. Alright. And the next part, we want to render these bubbles or droplets. Okay. We don't want our glass, so we just need the controller and the material. Let's close that. For them, we can assign another material for our glass. And let's render and see the result of this. Should we need to hit undo, and we used this material called use background, and it will change the settings. Let's render the work. Okay, we need the settings of the use background. We turn off the shadow and the map opacity, we turn it to 0 as well. So let's render our work. Okay, as you can see, this is just droplets. Let's save the file. Call it bubbles or whatever we wanted to call them. Okay, so we have these two, so we can turn them off, and now we can render the liquid and the sparkle. We can render it. But just before that, we go to settings. If you see this is 400 frames. We want to make the speed half, so we want to have that into 200 frames. So we change the frame rate from 21 to 50, the same. And as you can see, it's just 200 frames. Okay. Just frame the end of the frame. that area, and let's fade. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't change anything. So I'll go back to 25 frames. The technique you want to use here is, this is called time warp. Time warp. The 400, and we hit the time warp, and we go to the graph editor and we change it to 200, and we'll change the time like so to just 200 frames. So as you can see, the speed has become twice as fast. So that was the technique I used. Alright. Let's save one work one more time. Okay. And now let's go to the render setting. We change the name to beer or whatever we say, champagne. We change the frames to 101 to 200, and the camera is shot. The resolution is 916 by 540. Okay, let's go back to other settings. Change the sample to 150, and let's see what else. Okay, and the filter, change it to like so. We don't need the global and final, so let's go to frame 1. Let's save, and the rendering. We hit the batch render. As you can see, the renders are gonna take now. Alright. Now we need to render sparkles. Here we just have the sparkles or bubbles here. These particles, we go to the setting, we call it particles. Frame is 1 to 200. The quality would be better with 1.2, and you can have other settings like that. We hit the batch render to render that. Alright, now we have all ranges. We want to compose it, our final video and Fusion software. We add the glass and the bubbles or droplets. Now let's add particles and the front. As you can see, like so, we're gonna add them all together. Let's start composite of our work. Okay, we need to connect this to this merge. We connect the merge. We connect it to the background and the bubbles to foreground. You can see we turn off the background and let's zoom in, and as you can see we have these. Alright, let's change the blending settings like so. Let's change the blending settings to screen. Okay. Now we add another merge, and we want to add the particles like so. As you can see, the particles are really dark here in the tone panel. There is this option called channel volume. We want to add, this is the RGB. Alright. Okay, let's choose setting. Okay, let's see. Let's find. Let's change to RGB. So we jump to this white color that you can see. We select the add, and the add part was this option here. Okay. Now select the third merge and add our fluid here. We change the particles or the sparkles to screen, and this part is screen as well, so the colors will blend. Sure. Okay, we can change the setting. We can change the opacity of this particle. So we change it to 0.9. Select the fluid. In the color, we add a color corrector. We change the intensity of the color. Okay. Change the setting like so. Go like so. Go back to the image. Alright. Select the particle. Alright. You want to have a better effect for this particle, for the sparkles. Go to Tool, Blur, and let's add a blur here to those particles or sparkles. Change the blur to 0.5, and let's see the effect. Alright. In order to make it look better, we can blur, we can add a glow to the final thing. Let's change the settings of that glow. Alright. Let's get back to Maya and let's render the background only. Let's save it. Let's change the name to background. Let's save the work and let's insert it here. Let's add the background file in our scene here and let's load it. Okay. We want to add a background. We add a merge here and connect the background like so and connect it to and we change the connections like so. All right. Let's change the color of our fluid a little more so we get more vibrant, bright color. So see the effect with the final composite. Change the settings like so. Let's just select that part. Okay. So far so good. Let's play it and see the effect and see if it looks good enough. Okay. All right. Now we want to select the background and we'll change the color of our background. Let's change the settings of the background color like so. And the different color setting, lighten it and change it. I think it looks good enough. Let's add more opacity to our sparkle. As you can see, this white part is too much. Okay. Add a color and we can change the color to a different color and make it closer to our fluid color. And also we can change the gamma like so. Okay, let's see the result. Let's change that a little bit more. Okay, let's get back. I think it looks way better now. Let's lower the blur. Okay. There's this tool called version effect. You want to create motion blur. We added before glow. So as you can see, we have motion blur before and after. We want to change the setting like so. Okay. We add the glow and alright. Go to the tools here. And let's add a hotspot here. Make it a bit bigger and change it like so. So we want to create a vignette effect. It has a good effect, a vignette effect on the word. It's not necessary, but it's just a look. It depends on how you want to do it, but I like to add this vignette effect as well to give the center more focus, and the finals are more kind of artistic look. I changed the settings like so in order to get to the effect that I was looking for. So let's hit a play and see the result. But before that, we wanna droplets doesn't show much, so let's add a color correction to those droplets over. So now add look better now. Alright. Change with the setting until we get to the point that looks the way we want it to. Alright. Select the glow and let's get back to frame 1. Let's save our work. It's the final. And hit play. Okay. Let's see the work. Looks pretty good. It looks realistic and beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please check out our website, norvfx.com, and